Brenda Miller, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and I go live every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time to share with you projects that I'm working on. And today I am going to share with you a masculine project made from some very feminine papers as well as a fun bundle. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so the bundle is definitely masculine. This is gears and textures. This is the stamp set, so you can see all the different things that you can do in the background. We're not going to use those stamps today. I'll show you that another time. But the dies are wonderful. So check these out. We've got all different sizes of cogs, I'll call them, I guess gears. Duh, that's the name of the stamp set, the bundle. And then it's got some other great shapes, and you can mix and match, and they go super well together. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card that we're going to make. I'm just lowering my volume, so I'm getting a little echo over here. So let's see. So this is a card that we made in a class last week. This was from my Cards and Company Zoom class. And as you can see, it has some great elements on it. And this designer series paper is actually from Lovely Blossoms. It's a very feminine paper. It has some beautiful designs. Here's another card from that class using that same paper. So you can see it's very feminine, lots of flowers, but it's got designs on the reverse side that you can definitely use in a masculine card. So let's go ahead and make this card. Let me show you how I did it. All right, we are going to start with a sheet of, this is Secret C, and we're going to give that a nice fold. I always forget to put my glasses on before I start. Sorry, we're right here. I'll do that in a second. So we're going to use the bone folder to make sure that we get a good crease. All right, so now we're going to open it up, and we're going to put a piece of basic white cardstock on the center, just so that when you go to write in the card, you can see it, see what you're writing without having to worry about using a gel pen, something like that. I try to do this for the majority of my cards, anytime that there is a dark cardstock as the base. Okay, so we've got our base going, and so next what I did was I took the Lovely Stripes embossing folder. Isn't this great? It's very deep embossing. You can really see the ridges, and I used some, I already did it, and I used some of the two-tone cardstock. It's hard to see that there are two different shades on here. The darker shade is usually the true color, and then the reverse, but the lighter color is kind of a tone from that cardstock. Okay, so you can see side by side that they are a little bit different shade. And it doesn't really matter which side you use, but I'm going to use the darker side up. And so, of course, since this is embossed and textured, I'm going to use my wet adhesive. Whoops. See, I made sure I had it going and everything, and it seems that it's out, which, because I'm on camera, of course, that's what happens. So let's see if I can get this one going. Having a little trouble. I think all of my adhesives are getting low, and it's not that I don't have more. I do. It's just I have so many open ones oh boy, then there it goes. So I've got enough adhesive on here to make a couple of cards. Usually don't want to go that heavy, but we're going to go ahead and go with it, and we will put this on the card front. And I'm just going to press this down, and I'm going to explain if something shifts or if you hear noise in the background. That is my cat. My cat is very curious. Her name is Stormy, and she was well named. We named her because her coloring, she's a calico cat, so she's got lots of colors, and so it looks like, a stormy sky, which is why we named her that. But it turns out she also has a stormy personality. She gets into everything. So she is adorable. Okay, so now that we've got that down there, we're going to take that pretty cardstock. Look at the reverse side of this. I've actually used this reverse side quite a few times as well. But I'm going to, again, because this is textured, I'm going to try, I grabbed the wrong one again. Here we go. I'm going to use my wet adhesive for this as well. And carefully put this on my card front. This is a square, but I'm going to go ahead and put my shapes going up and down. All right, so we have that. Hi, Kim Quady. Thank you for joining. All right, so I've got that on there. And now we're going to work on our die cuts. And you can see these are the different dies that it comes with. And I'm going to use, she just knocked over an entire stack of cards. Oops, there goes some more. And I'm going to use my silver foil. You can see it's silver on one side and just a plain white on the other. And I'm going to use my biggest gear, and then I'm going to use this one, and then this one, and the little one. She's now in the blinds on behind my camera. It's going to be a big mess to clean up after this, and I didn't make any of it. So anyway, I'm going to take this over to my die cut and emboss machine, but I wanted to show you how you can, get a whole bunch on there at once. And here we go. We've got all four dies cut at the same time, and I'm going to I might have to edit this video. All right, I'm going to finish and see what happens. Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Let's see if my ladies came back. Okay, well, that was the cat shutting down my computer. So the cat is no longer in the room. Let's all be thankful for that. And let's see if we can move on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm back. Kim, did you hear me cursing at my cat? I hope not. But if you did, you'll have to let me know. Okay. All right, I'm back. Great. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, all right. So now we're going to go ahead and adhere these to the card. Hopefully we got through that part of it before she shut everything down. And I'm going to put my biggest one on first. And I wanted to hang off the edges just to give it that continuity with the rest of the card. And let me just move these out of the way so I can see what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to put this one over to the side a little bit. And these don't need a whole lot of adhesive, to be honest. You could use your wet adhesive again, but I'm just sticking with my regular adhesive. I should have my my mat underneath here, which would help me get my adhesive, my silicone mat, which I use, but is in a different room. So let's see. We're going to put this one down here. And then I'm going to take this little one and put it in the center. So even though there are 4 pieces, you know how we like to keep things odd numbers, we actually made this kind of into one by putting that in the center. So there's our little design that we have there. And then we want to put our sentiment on. So I grabbed some cloud cover. Kim did not hear me yell at the cat, thank goodness, or somebody didn't. Anyway, I'm glad for that. And I punched this out using the, oh boy, the punch called, oh, there's a punch. It'll come to me. I'll tell you in a second. It begins with love. Anyway, Secret C. We're going to use Secret C. And I took a sentiment from Simply Said. I use this all the time. I like having this in my back pocket. Just, you know, it has all the basic sentiments. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to tap, tap, tap that on here. And this time I'm using birthday wishes. I need a masculine birthday card. Fun fact, 2 of my 3 boys were born in the month of February. Maybe one of them will get this one. We'll see. So we have that. And then I'm going to use my dimensionals on the back and put that onto the card. And because of all the silver we have going on, I didn't think it really needed any more bling than this. And there we have a very simple card that we made, and we used those great gears to make it something masculine, and we used some very feminine paper to do it just by flipping it over. So that is the card for today, but I also wanted to talk about the new special for the month of February, and that is that the special is for people who sign up with Stampin' Up. So if you're not already a demonstrator, you're going to want to be, because you can get this brand new, not available to any customers yet. It should be available maybe later this year, but for right now, you would get this for free with your starter kit. So this new Stampin' Positioner is for stamping, and it holds down your paper. You've got some magnets here, and you would just put your paper in here, and it's different from the Stamparatus, which we had to pull from market because of a copyright infringement. And this is something that is out there elsewhere, but ours is, it seems it was made for us, and it has our logo on it, but it also, and it's in our colors, but it also has this, some good features. So what it is you would put your stamp on the side of the platform. You put it right into the holes, and then you just press down, and it has these little springs. See these little springs? They push in and pop out, and it makes for very easy restamping. Let's say you're making a whole bunch of cards. You can put your paper in here, hold it down with a magnet, line it up so that it's always in the same place, and then stamp it down, pick it up, take your paper out, and put another one in. It also comes with a separate bar, and this bar you can also put a stamp underneath, and this is great for what we enjoyed with our Stamparatus, was being able to move it down a line on your paper. So it's I should have had a better sample to show you. It's too bad, but just stamping on this really wasn't worth it to do. But I did want to share with you that this is the special for the month. You wouldn't use both of these at the same time, but this is the special for the month of February. It's a $50 value, and it's only available now to people who sign up to be a demonstrator. So I'd love to have you on my team if you were interested. I have a lot of benefits to being a Jersey stamper and beyond is what we call the team. You can see my blog for all the details about it, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. But regardless, thank you for joining me. I apologize for Stormy the cat, and hopefully you got the gist of the card anyway. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.